Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. And a little froggy today. My voice is, I don't know. I know there's all kinds of stuff going around and I don't know if I know I don't have allergies, so I don't even know what this is. But anyway, I feel fine. It's just my voice. So hopefully it's not too distracting. I do sound a little weird to myself. But here nor there, we're going to be making an Easter card. So Easter is about a month away. Right? So April the 9th it falls on this year, which is kind of late. And that gives us extra time to make some Easter cards. And so I'm going to be using the Easter Bunny stamp set. And it does have a punch that coordinates with it. However, I'm not going to be using that bunny that coordinates with the punch. I'm going to be using a different bunny, but the sayings in here, the sentiments, very, very nice. And so here it is. It's a photopolymer set. Yes, and it's 15 stamps in the set. So this is the one that punches out with the punch, but I'm going to be using this one today, and I'm going to make it so easy how to use this one. So let's get started today and see how this goes. It's got a lot of different layers, so I think that's cool. All right, let's get started. Put the camera down and... All right, so I'm going to move this up a little so you can see better. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to be using lots of different, I love these colors. They just seem very Eastery to me. This is Orchid Oasis. So this is an in color. This is going to be our card base. So I'm going to fold this in half. And this is going to be around another year, okay? So at the end of April or May 2nd, when the new catalog comes out, one of the in colors will be around for another year, which is, yay, good. Okay, now I'm going to use a piece of Pool Party. And what I did with the Pool Party was I ran it through an embossing folder. So if you've looked at my online store, you've seen some online exclusives. Okay, so these are items, brand new items that are not featured anywhere in print. They will not be in a mini catalog. They will not be in an annual catalog. However, they will be ongoing. So it's not going to be like a 1 month deal, like some things we've had in the past where, oh, sold out, gone forever. These items will be around. They will be depleted as the supplies are depleted, but they will come back. And so if you get on my online store and then click on Shop Now and then click on Online Exclusives, you'll see all of these items. And there's 3 embossing folders. Okay, so we have, they're called Basics 3Ds. I was kind of bummed that they didn't have separate names. They are sold in a trio. Okay, so you can't buy them individually. You buy all 3. And I always name mine, put the name on them. Well, since they didn't have really names like Polka Dot, I named them 1 Basics, 2 Basics, and 3 Basics. So simple. So today I'm going to be using the 3rd Basic, which is the Polka Dot. And I love it. It's big polka dots. And that is what I ran through the embossing folder in Pool Party. So I have this. And it gives you those big, nice polka dots. Now you could do the recess and it kind of looks like a golf ball. So I kind of like it. These embossing folders have some diversity to them in that if you flip them over, they look like different things. I actually think this one has a lot of diverse use. It's got, to me, it looks like a poinsettia. It also looks like a starfish. What did one of my girls tell me it looked like to her? I can't remember now. Like a star or a snowflake. I think she said a snowflake. I'm like, yeah. One person said a marijuana plant. Okay. And it's true. They do have a totally different look than any of the embossing folders that we've had. And this one is very subtle. It's just like a grid, like a sketchy grid, which I love. I've used this a lot already. So those are $30 and they're on my online store. Okay, so we're going to flip this over. We're not going to make it a golf ball today. We're going to make it as a part of our card. And so I have a piece of white, and so I'm just going to border this on white. Okay, so this is, I'll give you some measurements. This piece is, 5.5 by 8.5, right? Folded in half. Then your Pool Party is 3 3/4 by 5. And then your white is just a tad bigger. So I always say like 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, somewhere like that, okay? Now, when you glue these together, right, this is very textured. So you might want to use some liquid glue on these, ones that are really textured, all right? That's what I'm going to do. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can use your adhesive, you know, your Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus. Totally works. But if you use liquid glue, go light with it, right? Because you don't want it squeezing out. I don't. I'm sure you don't either. Okay, so this is going to just border on here like this. And the cool thing about liquid glue is it takes a couple seconds to dry, so you have a chance to kind of, you know, if it's not perfect, you can kind of move it around till it starts to dry. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead. This is my adhesive now. And I'm going to adhesive this to my card. So I have still have a nice border. Okay, so there's my card so far. Now I'm going to use some designer series paper from the mini catalog. So the mini catalog is in effect until the end of April. And one of the papers in here is called Fancy Flora. It's a 6x6 paper pack. And it wasn't, I have to admit, it wasn't one of my first purchases because I thought, ooh, it's really artsy. Kind of looks like Monet painting. And I kind of shied away from it because it was maybe a little too artsy. No flowers, no little design, but look at it. Ooh, it's so beautiful. The paper, when I showed it to my club girls, they were like over the moon with it. And you really have to see it in person. The catalog does not do these papers justice. It really doesn't, because it's actually like pieces of art. Okay, so the one that I'm going to use today is, well, I kind of cut off all the good stuff. See if I can find the whole piece. This piece. Okay, so it really looks Eastery to me. It has all the colors in it that I love. So it has a lot of colors in it, actually. Balmy Blue. It has Pool Party, Orchid Oasis. It has Calypso Coral. I see all these colors in here. Even Soft Succulent. Actually, I think that is more like Soft Seafoam. I think that's more Soft Seafoam. Okay, so I don't really see Soft Succulent in this piece. But look at this side. So to me, that is very Eastery. So all that being said, it was hard to cut up, but I did cut some pieces, and I wanted to cut these to fit on my card. Where's my other piece? I swear I could lose. Oh, I'll use this piece. Okay, so I have these two pieces cut. And what size are these? These are actually 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. So you'll need 2 of those. Okay, and then they are going to actually layer on some more of our Orchid Oasis. Okay, so this is just a smidge bigger. So this is actually 1 7/8 by 2 7/8. All right, so let's glue these together. Get ready for our card. It's hard to cover up one side of this, guys. It's so beautiful. Okay, so now this is going to go on here like that. And then I have another piece of Orchid Oasis. And this is 5 by 1 1/4. And it's actually going to layer on top. So let's go ahead, and I'm using my glue again because we have those polka dots, right? So I'm going to glue this down. Put glue on both sides so I can kind of get them ready. Glue there. Ooh, came out a lot. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure, yeah. So I have a half, actually the way I measured it is I have a ½ inch, a ½ inch, and a ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch all the way around, and then a ½ inch in the middle. Okay, and I think that gives you a nice symmetrical look. Okay, and then, as I said, I have this piece, and this is 1 1/4 by 5. Okay, and then I have this white piece that I'm going to layer it on. So this is 5 by 1 and probably about 1 3/8. Just a smidge over 1 3/8. Okay, so I'm just gonna, so there's not gonna be any border at the bottom, just gonna be little edges on the sides. Very little edges on the sides. Okay, and I see that I need to smidge that, just trim that so that, there we go. Okay, and now I am going to use my liquid glue again. My liquid glue is getting low. So I got this off of, actually a girl gave it to me, a friend gave it to me, but you can get these off of Amazon, but I heard that they're really hard to get now. But they're like perfect for holding your glue. Stampin' Up, come out with that. I call it a, let's give it a name. A glue dripper, glue, I don't know. I always try to give things names. And I have no idea what this card would be called. It's not a fun fold, so I don't think it needs to have a name. Okay, look how cute that's looking. I know it's hard to cover some of these up, but now I want to do some stamping. And what I want to stamp is this bunny. So I'm going to pull this bunny out. And that's not a big enough block. Hold on a second. Got a mound of blocks here, and a lot of them need to be cleaned. Okay, so didn't bring a stamp pad over. I need a black stamp pad. And what I want to do is, I'm going to make this so easy. There won't be any fussy cutting. Okay. I have a little piece of white cardstock. This is about 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. Oh, that can't be right. Oh, no, sorry. 2 1/4 by 2 3/8. 2 1/4 by 2 3/8. I'm just going to stamp little bunny on here. That is not what I wanted to do, but I got carried away. I wanted to stamp it on here. This will still work. So this is the leftover paper from this. Okay, so this side is this, and some of it had this on it. Some of it was kind of plain, but look at the other side. What was I thinking? So I always have to mess something up. Didn't really mess it up. This is all good. So what I want to do now is just stamp the bunny on there. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, now I am going to do a little fussy cutting. Now, if you wanted to, you could just color in the bunny. I'm not going to. I'm actually going to trim out the bunny with my scissors. So fussy cut. If you're like me, you like fussy cutting. If you hate fussy cutting, there's not that much to do today. I've had people tell me both ways. They also say that since I've showed them how to fussy cut better, they like it more. And the trick is move the paper, not the scissors. Move the paper as you go. See? You do that. And sometimes I like to use bigger scissors, actually. We don't sell bigger scissors anymore. We used to. I still have mine. If you have yours, you could use them. So, there. Ta-da! I don't have to worry about coloring him in. And it was funny when I did that wrong. I'm like, I'm going to have to color him in. But, ta-da. And you know what? I could cut that. Here's something cute. Since I stamped it wrong, I'm going to give him a little white tail. Little white tail. How cute is that? Ah, okay. Happy accident. My bunny has a white tail. Okay, now I'm going to border this. And I did not cut it on the right. I did not make the right size. So I need to cut another piece. So my piece is going to be 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. So I need 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. Oh, Trevis. What's the size? Ooh, that might be the right size. Oh, it's so close. You know what? I think I can make it work. Don't throw your scraps away, because look, there it is. Ta-da. Very cute little edge. I love it. Okay, now we're going to pop him up with some dimensionals. And these are the small ones, which is fine. Bigger ones would be better, but we have the small ones, and I don't know where my bigger ones are. So, you know, we still sell the black and the black dimensionals. Did you know that? Ooh, my lights just flickered. I don't know. Hopefully the internet's not going to go out. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? And then on the inside, since I don't really want to put any kind of I honestly don't want to put any kind of a Happy Easter on here, but I do want to put it on the inside. And so I'm going to stamp Happy Easter on the inside. And I think I'm going to do it in a color because I don't think black is that pretty. So I'm going to do Orchid Oasis. Sorry, I keep hopping up and down. Getting my steps in. My husband got me a Fitbit, and it's keeping me active. Happy Easter. So cute. All right, so we're going to put that on the inside of our card. I love this card. So you could make this an anything card, right? Don't put the Easter Bunny. Put a little bouquet of flowers there and make it a birthday card. Or put a little, you could use the bunny and you could make it a baby card. So it's unlimited. Okay, now it does need some embellishments. So I'm going to use these classic matte dots. And I think I'm going to pull out the white because there's not a lot of, well, there's white there, but there's not a whole lot of white. So I'm going to go ahead and use these white ones. White. And white. All right, so there's our card today. And if you don't have the Easter Bunny, I don't know. I really like it. It's my favorite Easter set. I think it's really cute, and I really like the white tail. So anyway, thanks for watching today. My name's Trevis Bossler, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. I appreciate if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my my channel also. That helps me to get more views. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.